Access modifiers in Java. There are mainly 4 access modifiers. They are public, private, default, and protected. We can learn one by one by going to IntelliJ. Now in SRC means source folder, I am going to create 2 packages. So right click, new package. The first package I am going to give the name as package 1. Now in SRC I am going to create one more package and I am going to give the name as package 2. Now in each of this package I am going to create 2 classes. So in package 1, new Java class, I am going to give the name as class 1. In package 1 I am going to create one more class, new Java class, and I am going to give name as class 2. So in package 1 we created 2 classes. Now in package 2 I am going to create new 2 classes. So new Java class I am going to give the name as class 3, and in package 2 one more class I am going to create and I am going to give the name as class 4. So we created 2 classes in 2 of the packages. Now we are going to the first class, which is in package 1, and I am going to create a variable there of string data type. I am going to give the name of the variable as data. Okay. Now we are going to give the first modifier, that is public. What happens when we give public as the access modifier? If the modifier is public, then this particular data variable we can access from anywhere. Okay, if you are going to class 2 and if you are going to create a main method, and supposing that in class 2 we need to access the variable that is created inside class 1, what we need to do? Create an object of class 1, object equal to new class 1. This is the way for creating object. So when I click on object and when I put a dot, see, I'm able to get the data variable. See, data. I'm able to access, if I'm going to print this statement or print the variable, I will be able to get the response. That means I'm able to access the data variable which is created inside class 1. Now if I'm going to package 2, okay, in package 2 I'm going to class 4 or class 3. There also I'm going to create the main method, and if I'm going to create object of class 1, obj equal to new class 1. If I'm going to print object dot see data, I'm able to access the data variable. In class 4 also, if I'm going to create main method, then I'm going to create the object of class 1, obj equal to new class 1. Now if I'm going to print obj dot data, see, I'm able to access the variable in any of the classes. There is no issue. If I'm giving public as the access modifier, then I will be able to access the class, access the variable anywhere. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to give private as the access modifier for this data variable. So if you're giving private as the access modifier, then see, we are getting error. See, we are getting error in all the classes. See, we are getting error everywhere. So if you are giving private as the access modifier, then this particular variable we can access only inside this class. Okay, so private modifier, if you are giving the variable private modifier, then that will be able, that variable we can access only in this class. We will not be able to access anywhere. So we are getting error everywhere. Now I am going to remove the private access modifier. That means we are not giving anything. It means the modifier for this variable, it is default. Okay, that is a third modifier, public, private and default. We are not giving anything. That means this is a default modifier. Okay, if you are giving default modifier, that means if you are not giving anything, then the particular variable data we can access only inside the classes present inside package, in the same package. So if you are giving default as the access modifier, then we can access the variable inside classes of the same package. See, this is package 1. In class 2, we are able to access it. Now when we are going to package 2 we are getting error. See, we are getting error. Why? Because if you are giving default as the variable, default as the access modifier, then that particular field we can access only inside class of the same package. Okay, now if you are going to give protected as the access modifier. So if you are giving protected as the access modifier, then this variable we can access only inside the same class in the same package. Okay, so in class 2 we are not getting any error. The class 1 and class 2 are of the same package. So if you are giving protected as the access modifier, then it can be accessed only in the classes of same package. See, in package 2 classes we are getting error. So what is the difference between protected and default then? In default also it is same only, right? It can be accessed in the classes of the same package. In protected also we can access the variable inside classes of the same package. So what is the difference between protected and default? Suppose think that this class 4 is a child class of class 1. So for creating child class, we will use the extends keyword of which parent class? Class 1. So class 1 is the parent class and class 4 is the child class. At that time, still we are getting the error, right? Why we are getting the error is because we are using the reference of class 1. We are creating the object of class 1, right? We need to create the object of class 4. Class 4. Obj equal to new class 4. See, now we are not getting any error. So when we are using protected as the access modifier, then we will be able to access the variable inside classes of the same package and also subclass of different package. But for subclass, what we need to do? We need to give the reference of child class itself. If we give the reference of parent class, then we will get error. We need to give the reference of child class. So if you're giving public as the access modifier, then everyone will be able to access it. If you're giving private as the access modifier, then only that class will be able to access that variable. If you're giving default as the access modifier, then all the classes present inside the same package will be able to access. If you're giving protected, then all the classes in the same package plus subclass will be able to access. If you are going to give private as the access modifier for the variable, then we can access that variable only inside this class. Suppose think that other classes need to access this private variable. At that time, we will be using getter and setter method. So other classes will be able to access this private variable, which we will be learning in the encapsulation video.